Hey Flosstube, this is Kate, the Queen of Starts. I'm back. Got my new phone, so have no idea how this is going to go. I don't know how the quality is going to look, the sound, anything. This is all new. I'm still learning how to work this thing. Luckily, it's another Samsung, so a lot of the stuff from my old phone is kind of the same, so I kind of know where things are. I like it a lot. It's a good phone. So let me know what you think of the quality and the sound and everything, because I never watch my own videos, ever. Ever. If I did, I'd take them all down. Anyway, stuff. Gosh, it's been forever. And I know that because I have all of my Mania starts sitting in a box ready to show you. So I know it's been a long time since my last video. Yeah, see, lots of ums. Of course, there's always lots of ums. I have been better about following everyone on Facebook since I got my new phone. Of course, I could kind of follow on my old phone. I just couldn't post. Kind of lost that ability at the end. And I'm sitting on the floor today because I have just too much stuff to show you to haul it to the bed. Anyway, I hope everybody's good. I have just tons and tons and tons of stuff to show you. I have my coffee. Coffee. Life-sustaining liquid. Anyway, so for time's sake, I didn't divide anything into how long ago I started it or worked on it or sales or anything. It's just in a big pile, in a big box. I have boxes everywhere. So I'm just going to hold it up and show you, and hopefully I'll remember why it's in the cart for whatever reason. So, lots of stuff to show you. The one remote is in here. Sorry.
You're starting your video and I need my remote.
There you go. I know, I only have the one.
Okay, do you know where the other one is?
No.
You're so helpful.
I know, right? I love my children. Anyway, so first up is, I know why I worked on this. I pulled this out to work on it for Marshmallow Hush. Marshmallows being of the vocal variety today. But this is Cool Dudes from Tilton Crafts. And I pulled this out to work on for the Tortoise Stitches challenge in Cross Stitch It's Fun. Had so much fun with this last year, so excited to start it up again this year. And for this challenge, it's nice because a stitch is a stitch. Whether it's a back stitch or a half stitch or anything like that, a stitch is a stitch. As opposed to some of the other counting challenges where only a full cross counts as one stitch, and say half stitches or back stitches, you have to do two to count as one. So for the tortoise stitches, I do a lot of my full coverage pieces that I'm doing in half stitch or tent stitch, because I can stitch them quickly and add up a lot of stitches. So I had this little section across the top done when I started. So I've done almost 2 complete columns on page 1, and I did a bottom row on page 1. This is the last blue stitch on page 1. So lots of stitching there. And this is on 28 count white. I think it's Lugana. Not sure. Get your cat, please. She's standing outside my door bawling. And my needle minder is from Nifty Needle Nannies. Hope, get your cat! I'll remind you now, I'm a dog person. Why my tool bag's in there. Okay, this is another piece. I pulled this out, I think, because I wanted to work on it one day. And then I started working on it more for ultimate cross stitch, and then I did some for tortoise stitches. So this, oops. Be nice if I showed you a picture of what it looks like. Yep, you didn't see nothing. There we go. This is by Artisy. And it's called Vintage Mother and Daughter. And I just love this picture. So pretty. And it is in the sepia tones. So there's, I think, all of 12 colors. So, let's see. Colors. Browns. Black, white. A couple different shades of white. So, a lot of fun to stitch. Very soothing. I'm doing this 1/1. As opposed to the 2/1 on the Cool Dudes. But this is 1/1 on 28 count. So, believe it or not, I know it looks like one big blob, but that's actually three shades of brown and a black. That's what that is. You can see it better in person, all the different shading. But that's it. This, I think I don't have, yeah, I think it's maybe half the page. So I'm just working down the page on that. And then this is from Nessa's Needle Minders. Another one I pulled out for tortoise stitches. So I guess this is kind of organized. It's, you know, newest to oldest. This is Quick Stitch Autumn Owl from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is actually one of my older HAEDs that I've been working on. Is she so pretty? Now the background on her is, I think, three different shades of orange. So it's a, you know, I like that. I know a lot of people get the backgrounds removed. I like to stitch them because I find them very soothing. Alright, so this is on 28 count Dove Gray, and it's stitched 2/1, 10th stitch, half stitch, half stitch. I know the difference, I do. It's the back, it's mainly the back, but it's a technique of how you do it, because I'm actually doing 10th stitch on a different one. But most of the time it's just half stitch. So this is the bottom of the page, so I'm just working my way across and down. Added a couple more colors of orange. So in this I have 3 little owls roosting on here. This little guy is from True North Needle Minders. This little one is from Brenda's Minders and More. And this little one I made myself. I think I've been doing about 1,000 before I switch. Close to 1,000. Okay, this was a restart. Don't remember what day I did this, so doesn't matter. This is the Birthstone Dragons from Imaginarium, Ingleside Imaginarium. Brittany, hi! I had started it on 32 count linen, mainly because I love the color. And it's such a pretty fabric. I don't like linen. I just don't. It's just not for me. Sometimes I can work on linen sometimes. But it just wasn't working with this. I just wasn't liking it because I was having difficulty with the Kreinik on the 32 count. It's a dark fabric, so I was having to use my magnifier to stitch with, and I could handle both things, struggling with the Kreinik or struggling with the fabric, not both at the same time. So anyway, I restarted it. So everybody knows what this one looks like because we're all the way up in July already, and it's so pretty. I've loved seeing all the different ways people are stitching it. So I restarted this on most gorgeous of all fabrics. I love this fabric. This is from Dying for Cross Stitch. Kathy was so sweet. She had sold a piece of linen like this, and I asked her if she could do it in Monaco, and she did. And it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. So anyway, I love this. I love this fabric. So I restarted it. So I started working on the border, and I'm using the same Krynic. Didn't need the number. 202 HL. Love the high luster ones. They're nice. Anyway, so I started working on that, and yeah, loving it much more. And my needle minder is from me. No Name Needle Minders. My little white dragon. I have not been doing, for those of you not in Mania or just haven't been checking lately, I have stopped doing my daily starts for now. And the only reason why, okay, because I wasn't getting tired of doing starts. I actually missed my starts. Still got plenty kitted up. I have a whole box back behind me and a couple drawers of fabric. So plenty to kit up with. It has gotten to be with time. Work has gotten very demanding in lots of good ways. It is just fantastic. All of you people who are ordering, I love you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But my stitching time has been cut, which is fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. But there's a lot of days I get half an hour to an hour to stitch. That's a standard time that I get to stitch anymore. So since I was putting half an hour into a start, I wasn't getting very much stitching done at all. So I've had to stop those for now. Probably pick them up later. I know I'm definitely doing 50 in November for the... can't remember the name of the Sal in Mania. It's funny. It's like a combination of letters that isn't really a word. Anyway, but for now, at least until I... not that I want to get caught up on work. That sounds weird. I don't know. I love what I do. I do. I love making needle minders. I show off my coffee mug. It is so cool. This is the coffee Quaker design from Heartstring Samplery. So I ordered the cup from her shop on Etsy. Anyway, no, I do love making needle minders and finding images for people and making them, and it's so fun. All right, next up, this was a Just Because piece I worked on. I think it's going to come out again for the summer, stupendous summer Sal in Mania, but I had worked on it one evening just because. I don't have a picture. It's a digital chart. It is Summer Unicorn by Doreen Jones on 28 count white Monaco, and that's part of the unicorn's mane. So three or four different shades of gold in there. Very pretty. And then my needle minder is the Frozen Fever Elsa My Little Pony crossover from, whoa, it just went out of my head, the Everyday Stitcher. Yeah, I was in trouble when she opened her shop, and Molly, hey Molly, and she had My Little Pony Disney crossovers. That was it. I was done. I got all of them. Anyway, next up, this was a new start. Don't remember when I started it, but it wasn't that long ago. This is the Frosted Pumpkin Summer Sampler. It's so cute. I remember I was going to start it for a camping trip we did, but I didn't. Ended up back in Mania. Yeah, I think it was back in Mania. I was going to start it. Didn't. But I started it recently. So this is 28 count Jobelin in Dreamsicle from Under the Sea Fabrics. And there's the start of the little RV. That's why I wanted to start it on our camping trip, because actually the center was a little RV. And then this is another My Little Pony Disney crossover from the Everyday Stitcher. We have Pinkie Pie as a mermaid. Ariel is Ariel. This was a start. This might have been the last regular start I did. This is the Prairie Schooler 2015 Santa. And I'm doing this on 18 count Ada from Dying for Cross Stitch. I have thread everywhere. On this beautiful mocha brown color. So here it is, the start of Santa. And my needle minder is The Night Before Christmas. It's a little book. Got that from Brenda's Minders and More. That needs a bag. Okie dokie. This one I had worked on for Wine and Whips in June for Stitch Mania. My wine was the amount of Sal's this year. I love them all. I have started most of them, and I never try to keep up with them just because I can't, because there's too many. But I wanted to focus on them in June and work on... I worked on a few. I worked on quite a few and made some good progress on them, so I was very happy. So this one was one I worked on. I didn't get a lot done, but I was still happy with my progress. Okay, I really didn't get a lot done on this one, but that's okay. This is Yuletide Garden Labyrinth from Carolyn Manning. So I have the top. This is the first part. I think we're up to three or four now. I had the border already started, but I did this little block here. I finished this little block here, and then I started this second block. So, and this is 14 count Smoke Tone Ada. My needle minder is from Cassie's Needle Minders. Random stuff in weird places. This was a new start. This is the Prairie Schooler. The book is called All You Can Eat. It's one of their older pieces. There's 3 charts in here. I have this one already started, and I just started this one with the fish. All You Can Eat. This is on 18 count Antique White Ada. Dog wants in. Okay. There we go. The start of the fishy. And my needle minder is a custom one made by Molly at the Everyday Stitcher. My heart belongs to a mechanic. So, because my hubby loves to fish. He's been very, very happy with our camping trips that he's been able to get a lot of fishing done. And he's gone out to Joe Pool Lake, our local state park, and just for the day and gone fishing. So, yeah, we're definitely enjoying that. We're planning our next trip. Probably won't be, maybe the end of this month, to another campground. Okay, I'll put that over there for now. What we got? This is, what is this? Did I label the bag? No, that would have been too easy. I'm thinking. A couple different shades of blue. Good Lord. Yes, as that happens when I don't label the bag. Got it. Okay. Label the bag. Took me a minute. Okay, this is from Just Cross Stitch. Don't know the issue, but it's fairly recent. This is a Ursula Michael design, and it's Retro Camper. There were two in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I'm going to stitch both of them. This is one of them, so it's just a little camper, little camp scene. Anyway, 28 count white Monaco. But yeah, I had to think about that for a second. I knew it was something summery, but this is the, and I had to change up the colors a little bit. That's fine. So anyway, I know this is the start of the camper right here. This is like the wheel well. And then I'm going to fill in with a lighter blue. Okay, I got it now. Hot dogs. We always eat hot dogs on our camping trip, so I have a little dancing hot dog from Brenda's Minders and More. Label your project bags, people. I have this trouble now, especially since I've started doing the digital copies of the magazines and the digital charts, and I've been stitching from my phone or my computer. A lot of times I don't print it out, so I don't have something to refer to. Yay, we made it through the first pile I pulled out of the box. Oh. There's my pen I've been looking for. That got tucked in there. I bet the child tucked this in there because I gave this to her because it lights up. I have no idea when I'm going to get shut off either on the phone. I'm learning as I go with this thing. Okay, this was another new start. Hey, there they are. I have been looking for these. I knew I tucked them somewhere. Now I have a text message coming up. How do I get rid of it? Okay, it went away on its own. Okay. I've been looking for these. These are my John James 24 count petites. I'd ordered a big package from, pack of 20, 25 from Dying for Cross Stitch. And I'd stuck them somewhere and couldn't find them. And it was driving me crazy. Because they're supposed to be in my needle case, in my tool bag. And they weren't. Needle case isn't in there either right now. I gotta stop taking my tools out of the bag. Because I put them somewhere and I can't find them. Anyway. I want to be organized when I grow up. This was a new start. This is from Incredible Edibles by Stitch World. I had started the candy apple and the cookies already. This time I started the burger and fries. Goes like that. Make sure it wasn't upside down. Not that y'all would know. So this is 14 count white Ada, and I have a blob of red. That's the start of the fries. And I have a little dancing cup of soda from Brenda's Minders and More. Sorry, I was having a funny thought. Growing up in Ohio, I said pop. And then when I moved down to Florida, I started saying soda instead. So I thought that was funny. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Kids. Love my kids. Three is turning into such a fun age for Alex. And I'm saying that with as much sarcasm as I can muster. So much fun. The drama. Oh my goodness. She is such a more drama queen than Hope ever was. Ever. So, yeah. Alright, next up was a new start. This was from the 2016 Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. I have got to get the 2017 one still. Not sure if I can show you the chart, the picture of the chart without showing the chart. I shall try. We'll see how this goes. There we go. It's called It's Midnight. I just love that little, you know, little jack-o'-lantern dude. He's got a shelf full of his heads that he can switch out to. I don't know. I don't know why that was funny to me. It's by the, by Teresa Murgada. I probably butchered that. I have no idea. The name of the company. I just know the designer name on that one. Anyway, this is 14 count Prairie Grain Ada. So I have the start of the shelf, and I have my candy corn Mickey needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. Next up was, I gotta get the name of it. I think it's just called Country Shops. Yep, just called Country Shops. This is by Jeremiah Junction. It's the October 1998 cross country stitching. So it's the cover piece right there. And it's got a cross stitch shop, a bakery, a pie shop. Oh, yeah, that's the pie shop, but that's the bakery. And a bouderie, it says, which I thought that was funny. But because there's a cross stitch shop, I had to stitch it. Well, you know me in buildings. Anyway, this is 14, no, I don't think it's 14 count. Might be 14 count. I think it's 14 count. White Ada, there's the start of the cross stitch shop. And my needle minder is Tigger from True North Needle Minders, because that's me when I go to a cross stitch store. I'm like, Tigger. Bounce, bounce, bounce. We watch a lot of Winnie the Pooh. Animation. We watch a lot of animation. Oh my gosh. I was having that discussion with the couple at the movie theater. The last movie I went to see in the theater, I went with Hope. We went and saw Cars 3, which was very good. But the joke was, I don't remember the last time I saw a movie in the theater that wasn't animated. And they were coming to see the new Tupac movie. And yeah, we were just laughing about the vast differences in the movies we were there to see. I finished starting the little shop series from Jeremiah Junction. This is the, you think I would know this by now after starting 26 projects out of here. This is the Folk Art, it's falling apart, Folk Art ABC's 2005 issue. And there's a lot of other good projects in here, but I have been focusing on starting the little shops. Now they are all started. So this one is Zephyrs, like musical instrument. Zephyrs, not the breeze. So these are all on 18 count oatmeal Ada. So there's the beginning of the Zephyr shop. And my needle minder is a little musical note fleur-de-lis from No Name Needle Minders. Little Mardi Gras needle minder. Y was the yarn shop. Here's the start of the yarn shop. And my little sheep needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. The only reason I know which of these is which is the needle minder. Just in case you're wondering. This is X, which is the cross stitch shop. See, a little bit of light coloring there. And there's my Snoopy dancing needle minder from True North Needle Minders, because again, me at a stitching shop. I think that was, yeah, I think you've seen the rest. So it was just these last three. So now that they're started, I can focus on them for various projects. My foot's falling asleep. This next piece is a fan art piece of Chip and Dale that I got on Etsy. It's a stained glass fan art piece. So it's on 18 count oatmeal. There's the top corner. I'm doing all the black first and then filling in. So, and my needle minder is a Tsum Tsum Chippendale from Nessa's Needle Minders. Did not work on that. This was a new start. This is the stitching room, the Counting Stitches shop. Okay, it's the Christmas Counting Stitches shop is the actual name of it. And this is from the December 2005 Cross Country Stitching. And there's the little shop. This is on 18 count oatmeal Ada. Start of the roof there. And my needle minder is Stitch, Stitching Shop Stitch, from Nifty Needle Nannies. That one also needs a bag. My foot's asleep. I wonder how long it's going to be before my behind falls asleep. Okay, this was a new start. This was a new start very late at night when I was half asleep. So I think I managed a whole whopping 30 stitches. Oh, there we go, looking for the picture. This is the, I have the Hannah Lynn series, the Alice in Wonderland series, and the Wizard of Oz series from Hannah Lynn from Heaven and Earth Designs. So my goal this year is to start all of those. And same thing, I'm doing all the black first on those and then fill in. So I started the quick stitch. They're all quick stitches too. The Queen of Hearts. And these are all 28 count white Monaco 2/1 half stitch. So yeah, it was just a little tiny blob because it was really late at night. So, and there's my Queen of Hearts needle minder from, can't remember if I think I got her from Nifty Needle Nannies. Either it was Nifty Needle Nannies or True North Needle Minders. One or the other. Because I have several Queen of Hearts needle minders, and those kind of bought them all at the same time. Can't remember where they came from. It's one or the other. This was a new start. I think, have we gotten up to the June starts? Maybe. I have it all written in my calendar, which is good because I have to put it all into my X-Stitch app, which I got back now that I have my new phone. Yeah, I had to delete it off my old one because there just couldn't even work it on my old phone. Anyway, this is Antique Tin Tiles by Rosewood Manor. And I just love this design. But I'm not doing it in the gray that it's charted for, which is very pretty, but I'm doing it in various colors. This fabric is 18 count Ada in, I want to say this is in Aunt Karen. I think that's the name of it, from Fabrics by LJ. Which I was absolutely tickled. I have a couple of different Karen customers in the needle minder shop, and one of them actually is the Karen this was named after, Lucas's aunt. So thought that just tickled me. Anyway, so I'm doing this corner that I've started. This I think I'm going to be doing each of the different tiles in a different color, and I have a bunch of colors pulled from Carrie's creation. I just did a floss toss. I grabbed different colors and laid them across the fabric and just played with it. So This is called Double Fudge Brownie. It has a couple of different shades of brown and gray in it. And it's coming out really, really pretty. Really like that on this fabric. And my needle minder is from True North Needle Minders. It's the antique, I say antique, the old rotary toy phone that I had as a child. I'm sure a lot of you had as a child, and some of you, my younger watchers here, are looking at me like I'm crazy. No, we had these little toy phones, and they were cool. And I love the one in Toy Story 3, so figured that was appropriate. Marshmallow. Oh, animals. I love my animals. Okay, I love some more than others. I love them all. I do. I really do. Like I said, I'm just a dog. I did not look on that. I don't know why that's in there. I'm just a dog person, not a cat person. I like to stitch cats. Some blood going back to my foot. I like to stitch cats, but not... Well, anyway. Alright, this is my coffee Quaker. I was working on this regularly for the coffee... That's not even the picture. The coffee Quaker Sal. And because I was working on it regularly every day, I got burnt out on it and had to take a break. Because I'm weird. I just can't do that. So, but there it is. Coffee Quaker chart by Heartstring Samplery. You've seen it many times. Lots of people are stitching it. Oh, my hair. Got to get a haircut. But this is on 28 count terracotta Jobelin that I picked up at, nope, can't remember the name of the shop. But it's in Memphis. It's a needlework shop in Memphis. And I'm doing this in various colors of Carrie's Creation flosses. There's mostly Carrie's Creation. Mostly Carrie's Creation. There's some DMC in here. Variegated. I think there's a couple of, maybe even a couple of Weeks Dye Works in there. Again, this was more of a, you know, I kind of stayed with the color palette on some of it. Others, I just went wild and pulled something that I liked. So, but yes, this is very enjoyable to work on. That's where I am. And my needle minder says, I need coffee. It's my Mania needle minder. I made this one myself, but I know you can buy it from No More Lost Needles and the Everyday Stitcher. Alright, I think I've actually gotten to my Mania starts. I think, you know what it was? I think in June is when I started doing stopped doing my starts. But May was when I had 2 starts a day, because it was Mania. I almost made it. My goal was to do 62, because there were 31 days. And I think I made it to 59, I think. So, got close. I know in May I tried to do, I mostly I accomplished this too. Of my 2 starts a day, I was trying to do one that was stitching related in some way. So again, I managed that a lot for a lot of the days. A lot of the days, not all of them, but a lot. So this was one of them. This is Cherish Teddies. It's called Lesson Number 1. We have 2 cross-stitching teddies. And this is on 28 count Antique White Monaco. So there we are. Start of the one teddy bear's dress. And I have a Tatty Teddy needle minder from Nifty Needle Nannies. Get back in there. Don't you love it when floss tries to escape? Oops, made it through a second pile. Hey, we're not doing too bad. Alright, next up. This one was actually... No, it was. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. This was... Does I have a picture? I don't know. I know it's from Just Cross Stitch. I do. Okay, I wasn't sure if I printed out the picture. I don't always print out the picture. This is Fall Pumpkin by Alessandra Adelaide. And it's from the October 2014 Just Cross Stitch issue. And I'm doing this on 18 count hand-dyed Aida from Dying for Cross Stitch. The little scrap I showed you with the Santa started on it, this was the bigger piece that came off of this piece. That cat. Who wants a Siamese cat? I'm kidding. Alright, so there it is. I've started the pumpkin right there in the center. And my needle minder is the Cinderella My Little Pony from the Everyday Stitcher. Okay, next up. Okay, this was an electronic start. Can't remember the name of the shop. If you ask me, I'll look it up. But Tea and Stitches, she doesn't do videos anymore, had stitched this, and I immediately went to Etsy and put it in my wish list, and I just purchased it. It was a while ago I purchased it, but I just started it. This is I'm thinking, trying to put my thoughts into words here. This is it's a heart. It's the Semicolon Heart. The semicolon for suicide awareness, where it's a semicolon is the symbol because of course in literature, a semicolon is where you're pausing in your story, and as opposed to a period, which is a stop. But yeah. Okay, I'm thinking here. I'm just gonna say I've had a couple of semicolons in my life, obviously, because I'm still here. So this one really, really struck me, and I wanted to stitch it. Especially, I finished watching 13 Reasons Why on Netflix, and that struck home in many ways. Anyway, this is 28 count Antique White Monaco, and there's the start of the purple heart. It's a purple heart, and it has a white semicolon in the center, and it's outlined in black, and then there's words above it that say "Stay Strong." So it has 3 colors. My needle minder says, "A wounded deer leaps the highest." It's an Emily Dickinson quote, and it's from No Name Needle Minders. This was a whip. This was a pull-it-out late-night stitching piece. So this is Knock Knock from the Prairie Schooler. And I got a lot done in the evening. This is on 14 count Sand Aida. Let it go. And I did all of this and this side. I think I had this part done. No, I had maybe this part done. I know I did this. So I did quite a bit. Made a goof on the roof. But I think it'll be alright. And then my Halloween needle minder is from Brenda's Minders and More. I think I pulled this out for Just Because piece. I've been working on this for a while. This is, I think I started it in November. 1 month this year I did a big focus on it and got a lot done. This is from Cross Stitch and Needlework Fall 2016, and it's Rejoice by Ursula Michael. Shown you that before. And I have all of the black outlining done on the stained glass, and I've been filling in with the colors, and I did get the Krynic to do the center part. This is on 28 count Antique White Monaco. So there we are. I filled in, finished the red on the center block, center rectangle there, and I started the yellow. Some of the yellow there. My needle minder says, remember the reason for the season. And it's from Nifty Needle Nannies. That's not right. Knew it as soon as I was saying it. It's from Minding My Minders. My goal is still to get this finished by the end of the year. I know, it's July, right? Okay, this was a new start. This is another Stitch World X Stitch Huck Towels booklet. I'm just stitching all. I love these. I have a couple. You saw the other one I have. I have this one. I want to say I just got a couple more too. So just love them. I just do them on the 14 count white Ada. So this is Oldtime Kitchen. So just really fun. And the one I started was the coffee grinder. And there we go. A couple different shades of brown. And then my needle minder is a coffee drinking dragon from No More Lost Needles. I'm curious to see if this is going to shut off in 10 minutes. This was a start. This is the 2010 Christmas ornament issue from Just Cross Stitch. And the piece I started is I know where I'm going. Windows of Faith, Hope, and Peace from Primrose Needleworks. It's that one right there. And I'm doing this all in one color. Well, I mean, I think it's charted for one color too. Might have a little bit of, oh, it has a bit of cream in it, I think. But I'm doing this in Blue Glacier from Carrie's Creation on a piece of 14 count opalescent gold Ada from Fabrics by LJ. Floss everywhere. Usually try to tame the tail down with the needle minder. Didn't do that. There we go. So there we go. Sparkle, sparkle. And there it is on the middle. So pretty little ornament. This is, it's a wood stamp needle minder. It says 'tis the season to be jolly. And that's from Nessa's Needle Minders. Okay, well, gotten at least the top layer. So I'm going to show you some of my Happy Mail. This is not, again, this is my Happy Mail from the last few months, and it's not even all of it because there's fabric and needle minders that have gotten pulled, charts that have been pulled for starts or kitted up or whatever. But I'm going to show you some of my Happy Mail that I've gotten. This is the American Flag Quilt Sampler by Rosewood Manor. I picked this up at my L&S last time I was there. I love our stitching group. We have put together Heather, oh gosh, Heather, I love you, and I'm so sorry. Your last name is just gone out of my brain. Anyway, Heather, she has her own Flosstube channel, and she's such a fabulous, awesome person, and she organized it all for us to have a stitch in once a month, and it's been lovely. It's my therapy every month. I go and sit and stitch with some most fabulous of all people. Anyway, I picked this up last time I was there. I was not able to go in June, but it will be there this month. I had picked up, don't remember who posted about it in Mania, but I've been seeing them either be stitched or I've seen them in the stash sites, and I was like, oh, those are so pretty, and I've just never bought them. The Told in a Garden series, and the more I looked at them, the more I loved them, just because there's lots of quilts, of course. They're all Amish based, so lots of quilts, lots of just simple designs I just love. So I went to eBay, and I've started picking them up on eBay. When I see them for around the $2–3 range is when I pick them up. So I had got a few here. This is The Song of a People. Of course, love the quilts and the barns and the houses and just all of it. This is Amish Wedding and The Barn Raising. So, yeah, and I think I got these for $2 each off of eBay. I picked up this lovely piece of fabric. Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Such an awesome lady. Just watching her latest video yesterday. She was selling some of her stash on Stash Unload, and this is a piece of 16 count Ada from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie called Raspberry Lemonade. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I have a chart already picked for it, just haven't started it. Alright, this was my last batch of needle minders that came in the mail. Okay, one of my last batches of needle minders that came in the mail. This is from Nifty Needle Nannies, and I picked up one of the large purple agate slices and one of the small purple agate slices, along with one of the little clay pieces, little piggy. He's so cute. She was having a big clearing out sale on her button badges, so I got a whole bunch of those. We have Lallybrock from Outlander. The second one says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's this one. Of course, we have Olaf. We have a Sugar Skull Jack. We have Hope. We have lots of glare. We have Steampunk Mickey and Minnie. That's a steampunk. I can see it better when I'm looking at it. Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Watch Me Whip. We have the Cheshire Cat, the Queen of Hearts. That one says, keep calm and trust Jesus. We have a Tsum Tsum Christmas Jack. We have an owl that says love. We have two owls with hearts. We have Sassenach from Outlander. We have the Outlander cast. I had bought this really cool black enamel sheep, and she tossed in the little white one as a gift. So, thank you, Julie. This was a piece of fabric I picked up from Dying for Cross Stitch. Kathy is fantastic. You should go check her out. She has a Facebook group. She posts fabric on Sunday. So this is a 28 count Monaco in just kind of a mottled gray. One thing I can say, I am loving this this phone as far as it picks up lighting and color on my fabrics. It's very true to color, so that's nice. So, and that, can always use a gray fabric, especially when I start looking at Halloween pieces. I can always use a gray. This is from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics, another fantastic group. Joanna, fabulous. She has an Etsy shop, and she posts, she usually posts on Mondays, and she puts them in the shop, and then puts the links in the group. And she sells out fast. Warning you there. Of course, Kathy does too. But this was a 28 count piece of Jobelin. Very similar to that raspberry lemonade I had. Strawberry lemonade. Something lemonade. So, just a very pretty summery color. Pinks and yellows and oranges. So pretty. This was a piece of, this is also from Fantasy Dyed Fabrics. Grabbed two from her last time I went shopping. This is a 25 count piece of Lugana. And I had grabbed this because I don't have any hand-dyed Lugana in 25 count. And there's a couple of HAEDs that don't have backgrounds that I have that I've been thinking of starting. So I needed something really pretty to start them on. So, it's very blue. A little closer. You can kind of see, it's very subtle, which I love. There's a lot of lavender modeling in there. So that's very pretty. Fine, don't go back in the bag. I got my fabric from, I think that's both pieces. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Got my fabric from Leslie the other day. Well, I don't know where the other one went. It went somewhere. It's probably, it's over there. I'll show it to you next time. This was 2 months of fabric of the month. I remember the other one was called Zephyrus, I think. It's a really pretty kind of purple, blue, gray mix. Both in Jobelin, both 28 count. This one is Chloris. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Just like every color of the rainbow. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Have no idea what I'm going to stitch on it. I have a couple of ideas. I have a really pretty I know the word I want. Silhouette from Trading Creations. I love a lot of Nikki's silhouettes, and they're nice on the multicolor fabrics. I have a couple of mirrors that would work on that too. Less than a minute to an hour, so I'm really curious if this is going to shut off. I also got in the new mirror, maybe not the new mirror, but it's Royal Games 1. I guess it's not the new one, but it's the Queen of Hearts and Spades. Of course, I'm going to get the second one when it comes out. And I tucked these in there because they were rolling around. I got the Krynics that go with it, and I got the bead pack. So that, and those I am actually going to just stitch on either a white or a light gray, light pink, something light, because I want it to look like a card. So, this moment I'm just waiting for my phone to see if it'll shut off. Nope. Excellent. course, I don't know about the quality of the video. This may be a really bad quality video. I have no idea. But it didn't shut off at an hour, so that's definitely a plus. I'm not going to go much longer, because otherwise it'll take 5 years to upload. Okay, I will show you. Well, there's the other fabric. Good Lord. You know, I would be dangerous if I had a brain. I really would. Okay, I'm going to show you one more fabric and one more batch of needle minders, and that'll be it for this video. Trust me, I have 2 or 3 more hours of stuff to show you. But, so this is Zephyrus from Under the Sea Fabrics. Leslie, I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. I love the fabric. I may not be able to pronounce it, but isn't it pretty? Kind of blue and gray and purple, and it's just so pretty. All right, and this was the last batch of needle minders I got from the Everyday Stitcher. So, oh, I haven't shown you a batch. I've shown you a couple of them. Anyway, Molly, the Everyday Stitcher. She has a Facebook group. I had bought this one because this was she'd gotten sent a couple of these by mistake. She had ordered the smaller size. I got the smaller size too. But I just had to get the big one. And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use it as a needle minder per se, or even a scissor keep or anything. I think I might just put it on my cart because it's just cool. But I also got the smaller version of the Queen. So they're all... Now see, this one is definitely just the Queen of Hearts. But this one, the smaller one, has different villains on it. And then there's a mix of the villains there. Stuck together, as minders are known to do. And I got a couple of different Alices and a Holly Hobby. I got Bella, Snoopy's sister, and Pinkie Pie, and a girl minion, maybe Agnes. I got some Snoopies and Tigger. Yeah, that's upside down. And Tigger. And this one says, imagine not knowing if you will have a pain-free day. It's a fibromyalgia needle minder. The wood circles she does a lot of. She started out with the planner resins, which I love. But she's been doing now more of the wood circles and the felties. Those are that's her big thing, the felties and the wood circles. So I'm going to show you the feltie in a second. So this is a feltie. It's really pretty soft. Anyway, I have a daisy, and then I have a patriotic Mickey. These are all the wood circles. They're all fibro. Hope for a cure. I have to be tough. I have fibro. Hug me gently. I have fibro. And fibro, the invisible disease. And then a purple ribbon with a butterfly. So, all very relative. Anyway. And then we have a TARDIS with a moon. And Jesus is the anchor of my soul. So, new needle minders. New fabric. You saw a few new charts. Anyway, I'm going to stop it now. And try to squeeze in another hour at some other point. And show you some more stuff. So, let me know if this video is any halfway decent quality sound. The cat wants in. Marshmallow, you're just gonna have to wait. Anyway, I will see you next time. Bye. Can't touch the button.